She tips her head, how feminine, and then waves. Okay?
Is
Very
it
much like a
always?
princess, very much like queen, which she is, my queen.
Hmm,
Mm,
thank you.
yeah, it's the pageant wave. We talked about this. Why I know this, I don't know. Elbow, elbow, wrist, 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 elbow, elbow.
Yes, you have taught me well.
Yeah, well, I've taught you well. So it looks like internet's a little jumpy. Are we good? Can you see me okay? Hear me okay? Okay,
Yeah,
fantastic.
I can.
And freaking tastic. All right, so we are live here, friends. We are live. I'm going to bring this up. I completely forgot about that. So, chat while I'm doing this. You got any jokes? Any holiday jokes, Paige?
Oh my gosh.
You do?
So I believe we were watching a Christmas movie the other night and they had the cheesiest Santa Claus joke about how he makes the freshest vegetables in his garden. Do you remember this?
Trying to freshest vegetables. Oh
Like
my gosh.
like
Yeah,
the
okay.
three
The best. Yeah.
the three ways that he makes that grows the freshest vegetables in his garden.
So there's the holiday joke, friends. Okay, those of you that are watching live, let us know that you're here live, or don't, because you're like, they're starting with a cheesy Christmas joke. But let
It's
us know
not
that you're here
mine.
live.
I will not claim this. This came straight from Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the joke was how does Santa produce the best vegetables? What are the three? Oh, what are the three ways in which Santa produces the best vegetables?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer is
Ho, ho, ho.
ho, ho, ho. There you go. All right. Well, I'm glad that we have provided the most entertainment here on
And
live.
everyone's gone.
And we have no one here. No, actually, Melissa is here. Lacuna is here. Welcome, ladies. Let us know where you're chiming in from. We love that you're here and watching live. If you're watching this later, ladies and gentlemen, hashtag replay in the comments. And we always treat these as conversations. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm David Lee. That's Paige Stewart. We are partners in business and life and love, and your host and facilitator here in the Building Real Love in Real Life group, where we want to bring the most pronounced, most innovative, most healing trauma-informed polarity coaching to the world. So welcome on in. And the topic of today's live is stop making your man dinner.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, the brilliance of Paige Stewart, she came up with the title. Okay, all right. So stop making your man dinner and watch to know why. Stop making your man dinner. My goodness, what is that? Laguna says I didn't get the joke. It may be a language thing, because remind me where you're calling in from. It may be a language thing. Anyway, and actually this is coming from, she's in Slovenia, so it may be a language thing. I'm not sure. Hello, Lisa. Good to see you. Glad that you're here. Let us know that you're here, friends. I'm going to bring up this question actually, which precipitated what we're going to be talking about today. So over on TikTok, and by the way, if you're not following me and Paige on TikTok, you must. You are getting the most powerful, the most freshest.
Sure.
The most fresh content over on TikTok, and we translate some of that over into Instagram and then over here to Facebook. But if you're on TikTok, and if you're not on TikTok, get on TikTok just to follow David and Paige. Okay. And also our YouTube channel. We've had a real powerful influx of people coming over to our YouTube channel. So Daring Deeply is our YouTube channel. Go there for exclusive content. More and more and more. We do upload these up there. And our podcast is there in all kinds of different ways. But anyway, this question comes from a woman who asked me on TikTok, and this is what she said. She said, I'm married. What are the best things to do for our mate to be helpful while remaining feminine beyond making meals and keeping house and self nice? So we decided, as we often do in our work Page, to crash into something and go, stop making your man dinner, which there may be a lot of women on the call and men are like, whoa, out. I ain't following this mofos no mo, right? Because they're talking cray cray. So stop making. So my answer to this question really blew up TikTok yesterday, and some 40,000 views and et cetera, et cetera. And a lot of women came forward on this to say, oh my gosh, this is what I want. How do you do this? How do I be feminine, right? And still remain who I am, and what can I do? And I will say that the first thing I said in my video response was, first, you don't do anything, right? And she even says, what are the best things to do for a mate? Now I understand where she's coming from, right? But remember, the core masculine energy is to do. The core feminine energy is to be, right? Is simply to be. And Paige, certainly, as she takes women through her course programs, through Surrender and Surrender 2 and Femininity 101, she teaches these elements to you ladies on how and what this really looks like. So obviously it goes far beyond, oh, I'm supposed to make dinner. I'm supposed to keep a nice house. And then the women who may be watching this right now are thinking, well, wait a minute, I got a full-time job. What the hell? What does that mean? And how can I have a full-time job potentially? Or I'm taking care of 3 young kids at home. How in the world, right, am I supposed to remain in my feminine when I'm exhausted, right? That's one of the most powerful questions and most illicit questions that we get. So that said, I'm going to go back to, oh, here we are. Dana is here. Good to see you, Dana. Thanks for chiming in. Where are you calling in from? I want to make sure that it looks like we're frozen. Are we frozen? Nope, we're not. Okay. So based on the preface that I just laid, Paige, thoughts? What in the world is the woman supposed to do or be to remain in her feminine and serve and support her husband?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a very valid question because, there was a time where I was disconnected from myself. I was in the process of connecting to myself and understanding who I was, that I literally felt like all I was to do for you was to keep the house clean, prepare all the meals, pack your lunches, scrub the floors and kitchens. And I was just like, man, there's more to life than this, than just like doing all this stuff for him. And then the perspective began to shift when I began to do all of those things for me. Doing all of those things for me. It's not that he didn't get to receive the fruits of my labor, but it was less about like a chore for him and more about me keeping my environment clean and radiant and together in a way that brought me peace and harmony in my body. Because when I'm in peace and harmony within myself, that's the best gift that I can bring to you, my partner.
Powerful. I hope you rewind this. This is, again, these are going to be produced up onto our Daring Deeply YouTube channel, so make sure you check out all those videos. But what you just said was, when your perspective, when your healing changed your perspective, right? Your trauma healing changed your perspective to say, wait a minute, this is not for him. He is the beneficiary, which so much of an elevated, polarized relationship, ladies and gentlemen, is the benefits overflow from the self-care and the work that comes from the individual, right? So we are to heal ourselves for ourselves first. It is not for someone else, right? It's not for our partner. It's not for our children. It's not for anyone else but ourselves. And so what I heard you say, babe, was, wait, when I begin to change perspective and know that, wow, when I am cooking you, meaning when you are cooking nourishing meals, when you are keeping the house, when you are providing an environment, your nest, super important language, right? For the feminine to have her nest, to know that her home is a place of peace and prosperity and passion and just this idea where she can rest and rejuvenate and not be in levels of chaos. It's like that's where it begins, right? Because some of the wounding that comes from the feminine is chaos. And not that the chaos is a bad word. Chaos simply means a whole lot going on, right? But again, that chaos must be contained within a masculine container. And Paige, in her inner masculine healing, has provided a container within herself to go, you know what? I want my home to look nice. I want to prepare nourishing meals for me. And that also supports David's masculine energy. So incredibly powerful. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Did you hear that? Yeah, go ahead, babe.
It's rather like, what am I going to him tonight for dinner? And how am I going to nourish myself? Because then whenever I feel excited about nourishing myself, then I feel even more excited to nourish you in similar ways. Like, look what I made. And I've been having a lot of fun in the kitchen lately. And it has brought me great joy to bring you those meals. And it feels less heavy, less of a burden, less of a chore. And instead it brings more life. It's less doing, more being. And I'm doing all the same stuff. It's just from a different energetic state.
Powerful.
Different
Which,
intention.
by the way, what's that?
And a different intention.
Exactly. Different intention. Right. Oh, which I want to touch on here. Remember, the feminine has intention. The masculine has outcome. That's a whole nother live, right? But
yes.
It's important to understand the energetics are vastly different. The feminine has intentions. The masculine has outcomes. Okay. And when those are reversed, then you have inverted polarity, right, in your relationship. But and just a little bit of insight into the personal life of David and Paige. What did we have last night, babe? What did you prepare for us? It was so, telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it was scrumptious. It was off the chain. This is what amazing queen, my woman, prepared for us. What did you prepare, babe?
I honestly cannot remember.
I will.
Salmon burgers, which have been a new favorite staple for us, with some sort of pasta situation that I just kind of whipped up and made up on the fly. Some sauteed vegetables, and then maybe one other thing. I don't know.
Well, it was excellent. And I'm telling you, this man remembers. Okay. So it was incredible. And again, for the purpose of this particular conversation, she did it for her first. She wanted to prepare this nourishing meal from a deeply profound feminine energetic that says, I want to prepare this for me. And then, of course, it is nourishing my man as well. It was salmon burgers. It was chickpea pasta. It was chickpea pasta with all these wonderful ingredients. And it was some green beans and fresh green beans. Oh, it was off the game. If you want a recipe, I would say contact Paige, but there is no recipe.
I don't do those.
She is chaotic in her meal preparation, meaning she just throws shit together, which is, and by the way, she rarely, if ever, gets it wrong. I'm not kidding. And I am a foodie. We are foodies. Paige is a foodie. And so it's super important. So I have to celebrate you again, babe. It's amazing. Amazing.
Thank you.
So again, I think the point of this is, ladies, you are not doing for your partner. You are being for you.
Bingo.
First.
Yeah.
Right? And so when you're asking, gosh, how do I be feminine? How do I be more feminine for my man? One, you're not being feminine for your man. You are being feminine for who? Pop quiz. You are being feminine. And those are the ways. So if you're asking the question, okay, fine, David and Paige, how do I be more feminine? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked. And we have a number of women who are currently engaged in our surrender track, our courses, our self-led and what do you call it? Guided. Yeah, thank you, babe. Guided program. Guided courses are online programs in which Paige guides you, and I have a little bit in there too as well, guide you into understanding fully what femininity is. And so, ladies, if you are interested in finding more out about these courses, let us know. Drop a comment in the live stream here today. And Dana just says, it's awesome in all caps. Yeah, Dana is part of our program. So if you are wanting to know more, ladies, if you're wanting to know more about how to become more in your feminine energy, let us know. Drop a comment below and we will get you some information. So we have women we had some new folks sign up just today, right? So there's not a reason to, oh, you know what, I'll start this after the new year. No, there's no reason for that, right? It's like starting a diet after the first year. No. When is the best time, friends, to start anything?
Now.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, you are never going to be ready for anything, ever. You just have to take the step and to jump in. Okay. So if you're interested, ladies, if you're interested, and gentlemen, I'm not leaving you out as well. Okay. There are opportunities to work with me one-on-one, and we provide that. I've worked with a number of gentlemen in helping them understand and discover their powerful, dominant, devoted masculinity. So if you're interested, gentlemen, you're watching this, or ladies, if you know men who are interested in knowing more about what true masculinity is, let them know, drop a comment, and I can provide some information. We can contact them directly. So I think that's what we got, babe. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah. I'll just share a little distinction here. So with the two different programs, so one is Feminine Energy 101, which is a 7-day mini course. It offers a sampling, a taste. You get to know me and how I teach and my style and the information that I am choosing to bring forward, the teachings in that way. And that gives you a sample of our flagship program, which is Surrender, Becoming One with the Feminine Body. And that is a 10-week program. And there are 5 modules that are released to you every 2 weeks. So that is the bread and butter. That is the heart and soul of our programs. And if you're feeling like you want to get to know me a little bit more first, then the Feminine Energy 7-day course would be a really great place for you to start. You receive instant access to both. So as soon as you sign up, you have access to those courses and those programs immediately.
Thank you for that clarification. Beautiful, beautiful. Highly recommend jumping in those programs, ladies. So if you are really wanting to find trauma healing through a polarity lens and really dig into your feminine energy and make 2023 your best year, okay, highly encourage you to find out more information about our femininity and our surrender track, our programs. So I guess we'll end there, babe. Anything else you want to add? Any other jokes you want to bookend with this?
I think I have proved that jokes are not my sweet spot. But I would like to wish everyone days and Merry Christmas if you do celebrate, and just, sending lots of love and blessings and renewal as you close 2022 and head into 2023.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I echo that. Merry Christmas if that's your thing. Happy holidays, safe travels around the world. And we wish you the very best. And we'll be back here next Wednesday. We'll be back here next Wednesday. That is the plan. I am taking Paige on a little holiday vacation to the beach. So very much looking forward to that here in the next couple of days. So we wish you so much goodness and wellness. And we hope that we can continue to serve and support you moving through the end of this year and into 2023, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so much for being here. And that's it. That's all we got.
Beautiful. Thanks for leading us, babe.
All right. Thanks, baby. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.